Hello and welcome back to Exploring Lifestyles and Legacies. Today I'm joined by Dr. George Maluleke, and today's topic we're going to be talking about when to start wearing away your bones, and more clearly osteoporosis. So, what actually is osteoporosis?
Thank you, Calvin, for having me once again. And osteoporosis is when bone becomes less dense and fragile, making fractures more likely, commonly at the hip, spine, or the wrists. It's not about aging as a problem, but this problem is preventable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, saying that it's preventable, when would a person worry about their bone health? What point in time?
I would say for everyone, for each age group, we can say you can worry and do particular things. If you are under 30, it's your opportunity to build your bone bank, yeah, by impact and strength exercises.
Right.
Yeah. And then from about age 30 to 50, we can say we'll continue with those exercises, but you also need to take particular care about what you eat, your protein sources, your vitamin D sources, and your calcium sources. These are things like if you can eat milk, if you can take milk, milk has got calcium. But if you can't, then you have to have replacements which are fortified with calcium.
Right.
And then for women in particular, around the age of menopause, the risk increases. This is when they should get a bone check. And when people are over the age of 40, you also need to ask your GP for a fracture risk assessment and or a DXA scan if at all you are at risk.
What do you mean by at risk? Is like signs that your bones aren't as strong as they used to be? Or just,
yes, you are at risk if you are a lady and you have reached menopause. Yeah?
Right.
Because when menopause comes, there is a hormone imbalance that occurs and your bones become more prone to osteoporosis and fractures. And also, fractures sometimes they don't occur in one day. They occur over time. Sometimes they can present as constant chronic pain.
Right.
Yeah, so when you have constant chronic pain on your hips, sometimes it's because you've got a pelvic fracture, or on your spine or by your wrist. So that's when we say, when you look at your age and your medical history, so sometimes perhaps you need that sort of intervention. And at your GP, what they can do, they use a tool to check if you are eligible for a DXA scan.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So this tool is a FRAX or a QFracture estimate that looks at your 10-year fracture risk and then can guide whether you need or you don't need a DXA scan.
Would you say everyone should really get this checkup when they enter that 40 and plus
Yes,
range?
definitely.
Even if you are eating your protein, all that stuff, still get it checked out.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a point in your life to say, let's have a look at this.
So, I guess the people who are more worried about this stuff at a younger age and want to not have to deal with it in their older age, what could they be doing as a kind of routine to keep their bones strong?
Okay, so we spoke about exercise, the weight-bearing exercise and muscle strengthening exercise. In particular, when we're talking about these exercises, we're talking about brisk walking, punctuated with jogging. That's quite good. And the exercises that you also do for muscle strengthening in the gym, they're also good. Things like swimming are very good for your heart, but not for your bones.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then the other things that people can do is to look at what they eat. Yeah,
Of course.
their protein sources and also their calcium sources. So we said for people who can take dairy products, they can continue taking their dairy products and making sure that's a constant feature in their diet. For those who can't, like myself, then we have to look at the alternatives which must be fortified with calcium.
Okay.
Also, leaf green vegetables have a good source of your calcium. Also, people can, if you are living in countries in Europe where the sunshine is very minimal in winter, like in this country, you can consider taking vitamin D 10 micrograms daily in winter, which is the 400 international unit tablets. But don't take these supplements without notifying your GP, so that if there are any issues, you can discuss those ones with them. And then lifestyle, if you are smoking, please quit smoking.
Course,
And if you take alcohol, please take it in moderation. Both those things, they affect the amount of calcium in your body.
Right.
And also, a healthy weight is quite important, so that we avoid inflammation, and also so that we can stay active. Because if we are overweight, you won't be able to stay active. Remember, body is a living tissue, and the more exercise you do, the more you build that tissue.
Okay. So really, it's not that hard to make your body strong and routine, because it's more or less the same thing you do for any part of your body if you want to stay healthy.
Yes.
So live healthy, eat well, avoid bad habits, and that should keep your body strong for as long as you need it to.
Yes.
Okay.
Certainly.
It's nice and straightforward.
Yeah.
So going back to the DAX scans and those tools, how does a fracture risk check actually work? And how scary of a check is that really?
It should not scare you, because you are better equipped when you know the truth around your health. And so what we do first is to use a screening tool to check if you have a 10-year risk of having a fracture. If you have a 10-year risk of having a fracture, then we want to do a DXA scan. And what it looks at is your bone density. Is your bone density normal or below normal? If it is below normal, then we are saying you have increased the risk of a fracture.
Is there such thing as too much bone density? Like in the opposite direction?
In the opposite direction, it can happen as an illness.
Okay, so it's still bad if it's too much.
And if it is too much, it's bad. If it's too little, it's bad, because both of them can result in fractures.
Okay. Okay. So, alright, now thinking about some stuff and myths circling around this topic and stuff like that. Does swimming, you mentioned swimming before actually.
Yes.
So you said swimming actually isn't good for your bones, but it's good for your heart. Why is that? Why doesn't swimming build your bones?
Because it's not an impact exercise. It's more of cardio.
Right.
So you're more like working out your heart pumping, and your blood vessels dilating, which is also good for you.
Right.
And it's exercising your muscles, which is also good for you. But for bone, bone, you need impact on the bone. So it's something like pounding on the tar that can stimulate your bone to.
So that's why jogging works, because that's still cardio because of the repeated impact of your foot hitting the ground.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on to another myth. Vitamin D only matters in the summer.
It's false. It's false. In summer, we're saying we're getting it naturally from the sun, and in winter, we're saying if you don't have enough, let's have a supplement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's really just a matter of making sure you're getting the right amount consistently all year round instead of just trying to use the sun as your only source. All right.
Definitely.
And another myth, which is hard to believe it is a myth, is that smoking barely affects your bones.
Very false. Very false. Smoking does affect your bones massively, and the sooner you can cut down on smoking or stop it completely, the better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's everything we've got in our time for this episode. So again, thank you so much for watching. If this helped you in any way, subscribe, it's free. Turn on the bell as well to make sure you can not miss a video if it helps in any way. like and tell your friends. And once again, thank you, Doctor,
Thank
for
you.
being here with us on
Thank
this
you.
video.
Thank you, Kelvin. And let's tell our viewers, please start small today. A brisk walk, a little bit of jogging, squatting here and there, and taking your vitamin D. Your future self will thank you for all those efforts. Thank you.